Good morning. I'm Karen Yankovich, and this is Link Up Your Marketing. And I am here a couple times a week live. We're live today on my Facebook page, my Facebook group, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And if you're watching me live, please drop in comments if you have any questions about what I'm talking about, and I'll answer them live while I'm here. If you're watching this on the replay, you can still comment. I'll still get back to you. Just have to get back to you. If you have not yet joined our Facebook group, please do that. You can join us at linkedinforwomencommunity.com. And, 2 seconds about me. I teach LinkedIn marketing. I support, I'm the host of the Good Girls Get Rich podcast. I have founded a program called the She's Linked Up program. We have a couple levels of that. It's been a lot of fun. And really what I've done mostly during this quarantined year of ours is I really spent more time diving deep into what I was already doing and thoroughly enjoying doing one thing and doing it really, really well. And that's really what I teach you to do. It's really what I teach you to do, how to find the thing that you really want to be known for and just keep doing that. You don't have to do a million things, just do that thing, right? And do it really well. So that's a little bit about what we're going to talk about here today. What I wanted to talk about here today is what to do when you are the best kept secret in town, right? You're great at what you do. And, we always like to find the best kept secret in town, but who wants to be the best kept secret in town, right? It's certainly not me. I certainly do not want to be the best kept secret in town. And I don't want you to be the best kept secret in town. And honestly, LinkedIn is the place where we can do that. But I want to talk a little bit about what I see, right? What I see when I say that to people, they're like, wow, I'm cool because I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and I'm TikToking and I am doing live streams and I've got stories going on all these platforms. And I immediately need a nap when I hear that, right? I mean, sure, that can help you get more visibility being in all places all the time, but holy moly, is that a lot of work, right? And is it really benefiting you the way you think it is? I'm not saying don't do those things. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if you're going to do those things, I hope that unless it's what you were born to do and you're passionate about posting on social media, that you have somebody that you're paying to do that. And if you don't, then this is for you because you can still be all things, be on all those places, although I don't think you need to be. And get more visibility with what I'm going to talk to you about today. Because at the end of the day, what I talk to you about is really creating bigger options, higher priced packages that provide higher level results, right? So it's win-win. And then you have the budget to do some of those other things. So I'm not dissing that stuff. What I'm saying is you don't need to do all that stuff. I have all those platforms and I love this because I can go live to multiple platforms here. And that at least gets me in front of that audience a couple times a week. So I'm happy to do that. And I like to engage on all of it. I really do. I love to engage with the people that are following me on those platforms. But at the end of the day, that is not where I put my effort as far as not being the best kept secret in town. All right. So first, I'm going to take you through a couple steps on this. It's going to be, we're not going to talk long, but it's just going to be quick. But this is a little bit of a take your pen out kind of training more than other ones that I've done. And if you have any questions, remember, just drop them in the chat here. So the first thing you need to do is have a great LinkedIn profile because all of the things I'm going to talk to you about work better when you have a great LinkedIn profile. You guys, if you're not logged into StreamYard, this is what I see. So I'm happy that you're glad to catch the training. Just don't know who you are. So if you're typing something into Facebook, just put your name so that I know who I'm talking to, right? So first thing you need to do is you have to have a great profile because the next couple steps I'm going to talk about really require that. And it's like, it is 2021. You have to do this now. Like I talk a lot about the fact that your profile, your resume is who you used to be. Your LinkedIn profile should be your personal brand, should be presenting you as the person that you're showing up to, projecting your brand into the future. What is the you of 12 months from now, looking back at the year and what amazing things have you done? And you're talking about that person in your LinkedIn profile. So I can talk about that forever, but the first thing you really need to do is take that step. And remember, this is something you do once, and of course you can always update it. I update mine all the time. But once you have the bones done, once you have the profile done, it's easy to update. It's a lot easier to update than than to do from scratch. So take some time. Of course, I'm here to help you at all times with this, right? And I'll let you know at the end of this how you can grab some spot on our calendar to get some help with this stuff. But the first thing you need to do is have a great profile. The second thing I want you to do is research who writes about the kinds of things that you talk about. So I have a private client that I'm working with right now, and we had our initial call yesterday, and we set it for 3 hours, right? We set it for 3 hours. And if you're watching, you know who I'm talking about. And normally I need that much time, but she's really talking about like disruption and innovation and support in the healthcare industry, right? So we were looking, we went online, we went to Google and literally looked for articles. What we're looking for now is articles about people that are writing about the kinds of things that she does. And of course, we're in a time right now where healthcare is particularly, this a prolific topic, right? There's a lot of people talking about it. But within like 5 minutes, we found like 3 articles. So basically what I said to her is, remember, the profile's done first, right? So the next thing you do now, if you find articles that you really resonate with and really can support you, right? You then want to share that article, right? With your point of view. Don't share the article and say, great article. With your point of view, why is this a great article? What makes it interesting to you to have this great article, right? Why is this article interesting? Why do you think I should care and I should read this article, right? So you want to definitely do that first. And then tag the person that wrote the article, right? Now, if you are a content creator, you know how much we love when people tag us, right? I love when people share a podcast episode and out of the blue, I'm tagged on something that somebody loved an episode, right? So share it on LinkedIn. Remember, you have a great profile. Tag the writer of the article. Tag the people they interviewed, right? In most cases, there was somebody that was interviewed. The people that were interviewed are probably all great leads for my client, right? So tag the people that are in it and just say, love when you talk about, like, just genuinely start a conversation, bringing value to your LinkedIn network and bringing value to the people in the article, right? So what you're doing now is you're starting to build relationships, human to human relationships with people in your industry that are writing about what you talk about, that are being quoted about what you talk about, right? Like, think about who those people are that would be valuable to you, right? Because your goal then is to connect with these people and build relationships with these people. Because the more journalists that you're comfortable with and that know who you are, the more they may reach out to you, right? And to have you be a resource, right? So the third step of this is to really be a resource to these journalists. Don't pitch them and say, hey, write about me next time, right? Don't do that, right? If you find a journalist that you're like, I want this person to be quoting me, the best way to do this, again, you're showing up like an influencer, right? Is to start to share more of their stuff. Maybe even message them then and say, you know what, I saw this article and it reminded me of the kinds of things you write. I'd love to hear your point of view on this, because maybe now you're giving them an idea, right, of something that they could write about. Like, news is 24/7. These people need ideas. They want to hear from us about what we want to hear about from them, right? So when you're doing this now makes you a resource to them. And let me tell you, nothing increases your visibility faster than being quoted by a journalist in the news, right? So spend 2,000 hours, right, creating content, right, in all these different places and hoping that the right people are going to see it, or spend a little bit of time building actual human-to-human relationships with the people that write about these things that can maybe portray your brand into the public eye, right? That gets you a crazy amount of visibility, right? So this is how you become not the best kept secret in town, right? I mean, you can take this anywhere from a realtor. If you're a realtor and you're the one that's quoted in realtor.com in the world, I have realtors that have been quoted all over, like NBC News and like all kinds of crazy, amazing things. If you're the realtor that's as seen in, right, you're going to stand out from all the other realtors in your town, and you're no longer the best kept secret in town, right? If you are a coach and there's a million people that do what you do, but you're the one that can legitimately, not because I paid somebody to put me on TV at 1 o'clock in the morning for 10 seconds, right? Legitimately use, right, as seen on NBC or as quoted in Forbes or whatever, and you can share links to that stuff. That's how you start to become, you stand out from your competition, and you're no longer the best kept secret in town. I love that you love this, Jasmine. I love that you love this, Jasmine, because you are so good at what you do. Let me just share some of this stuff that Jasmine has basically been making my life easier. So first, optimize your LinkedIn profile. This is how I'm going to recap this, Jasmine. Thank you. Research articles that resonate with you and what you do. Share on LinkedIn, tag the article, the writer, the interviewer, and start the conversation. She thinks it's brilliant. It's so simple. And this is, by the way, this is how my clients have gotten the biggest opportunities, by just doing that simple thing. Oops, there's so many comments here. I can't see. Connect with these people and build relationships, become a resource to the journalists. And then just continue moving this forward, right? Continue moving this forward. So you guys, this is not hard to do. Obviously, I'm here to support you. If you want support with this, you can join our Facebook group, which is linkedinforwomencommunity.com, which we love. Lots of you are in there watching this now, which is so cool. If you want to talk about what it looks like to get some support from us to do this, book a call. Go to KarenYankovich.com/call. We're going to talk to you a little bit. I mean, this is an hour-long call. This isn't 15 minutes we want to sell you. We want to support you on these calls. We really want to talk to you about, can this process work for you, right? And then what is the transformation that happens in your business as a result of this? And if we know that some percentage of the people that we talk to on these calls are going to want to hear about what it's like to work with us. So if that's you, we'll tell you what that's like. But if we decide that we just, provided value and it's time to just kind of go on our own ways, that's cool too, right? We're not looking to, there's no hard sell here. Of course, we want you to work with us, but on these calls, we really want you to get value. We want you to get value, and that's what we do them for. So schedule a call with us. Let's talk. The people in our program get a one-on-one PR coach. Well, I don't see her on this thing, but Jen Little is our PR coach in our program, right? And she actually does a lot of this for you. Like $10,000 publicist? No, you don't have to pay that when you learn how to do this for yourself. Not just with strategy, but with actual support from a PR coach. So anyway, I'm not here to sell you on this. I'm just telling, I love what we do around this in our program, that I love talking about it. So I hope this was helpful to you. And I'll be back here probably later in the week with another one of these. And LinkedIn's made some major announcements this morning, so I got to go see what I can find out about them. Check out my feed. I'll post a link to it after this too. I'll post it here in this group, and I'll post the link in the feed. It came literally 10 minutes before this. If I had it at half an hour, I might have been talking about that on this call, but I'll talk about that later this week. All right, so I will see you guys all again soon. Have a fabulous day.